everyone, it's Froggy, and I'm back again with another episode of Mystic Messenger. So we have a new chat room here called Rich People with Yusung Jae-hee and Jumin. Hey, it's Mila! Welcome, yo. Welcome. Typo! Her finger must have slipped. Jumin, did you have lunch? Okay, Jumin. Did you have lunch? The chef just left. I always maintain a regular eating schedule. Thank you for asking. That rich guy.
지치네요.
And that's cafeteria food, $3. Tastes so bad. I force myself to believe that it's healthy to just shove it in my mouth. The side dishes don't look so good. I'm sure it's a nutritionally balanced meal. Well, I should get some steak and wine now. I want some steak and wine. That does sound good. So that's what commoners in college eat for lunch. Yes, Mr. CEO. The dish looks very peculiar. I can see your tremendous will to put as many side dishes as you can on one steel plate. So you recognize how determined us commoners are, Mr. CEO, born with a silver spoon? But that stainless steel plate looks very heat conductive. You can get burned. We don't care about things like that. Besides, by the time I can actually eat it, the soup's already cold. There's a low chance I'll get burned. And that's just graduate as soon as you can and get a job. You get to eat overpriced cafeteria meals filled with MSG every day. Of course you get busy. Your local convenience store will become your best friend. It's a bitter day today. I found out that 2 of the members here are rich. Do you think Seven's maid cooks for him too? Yusung, cheer up, money's nothing compared to a good heart. Well, that would basically be like having a mom. Money's nothing compared to having a good heart. Thanks. But I'm rich in lol. Plus I have great stats. I want to play lol. Do you think if I change that stainless steel plate into fine china and draw in flower patterns, it would sell? The expensive price would defeat the purpose of the plate. Good point. Cafeteria food never keeps me full. I have no idea why I bothered to eat it. I'll tell you one thing. Unless you hire a chef, food tastes all the same. A maid is not a chef. Oh. Yeah, okay. Chef, wow. Anyways, Seven seems to be better off than I thought. Why did he mention that he has a maid? Yeah, and also, look at all of his sports cars. Even insurance would cost him a fortune. I predict it is 70% of Assistant Kang's monthly wage. Do not predict on your own, please. Then Jae-hee gets... Please do not presume. Cheer up, Jae-hee. Your wage is higher than most other companies. Jumin's company's a pretty good place to work. Yeah. You're fast. Am I supposed to say thank you at this point? No need. I would feel uncomfortable if I don't, so I will. Thank you. Anyways, what's important is that we're all safe. According to Lucille, Mila's safety has been secured. Jae-hee? Why do I get the feeling that you're trying to change the subject? You don't want to? No, it's good. Am I really safe? I trust Seven about that. Am I really safe? To be honest, there are some things that are nagging at me. Why? Lucille went through everything. Because it's difficult to understand what happened to Mila. I would like to find out for sure. How that hacker is connected to Rika. Oh, that's true. Assistant Kang has a point. But V will tell us if there's any problem. I trust V, so I don't want to harbor doubts. I'm a bit nervous, to be honest, since I don't know V at all. You really trust V, then? It's not that I don't have any questions, but I've known V for a long time. So I'm just leaving it to him. I'm sure as V is responsible for everything, he's trying his best. I know that, but he doesn't tell us anything. He's been hiding himself ever since Rika left, and only talks to Seven. And am I the only one who thinks that 7 shares important information with only V? You're not the only one. They're the ones who deal with classified information. They don't have a choice. Classified information, so 7 works for RFA and is a hacker too? Classified information? It's just that. Classified information. I do not know the details. Is there a need for our organization to have classified information in the first place? It is reasonable, as we had some very famous party guests last time. But I hope I'm not the only one who thinks that it's a bit too much. Even if it's for the organization, V and Lucille do work very secretively. I'm sure it's not good to just hide everything. Perhaps they are being careful to make sure everyone is safe. My guess? Mila could be right. Ever since V was little, he had a habit of taking all the burden on himself. But still, if there's something bad going on, shouldn't we all know about it? That is true. The right to know is important, but at times it can be inefficient. I don't like that way of thinking. V hasn't been active at all these days. He's basically AWOL. Now, I feel like 7's become more secretive too. I mean, he has a maid? Lucille's maid had a very peculiar name. I thought 7 was always the secretive type of Mary Vanderwood III. Yes, I assume she's from a foreign country or using a fake name. I'm glad that he has a maid. Lucille is not one to clean regularly, so having a maid will at least stop his house from becoming a pigsty. I mean, yeah, I guess there are things that he can't tell us about the RFA, but seriously, how the hell does he make so much money? I want to know that too. Before, when we used to have parties, I knew that he liked cars. He seemed very frugal. I thought so as well. Perhaps he changed his job afterwards. Do you know Mr. Han? I'm not very interested. I'm worried that he's working on something dangerous. I'm not interested either, so no one knows where Lucille works. He has never mentioned exactly where he works. It may be possible for Lucille to do a background check on all of us. But it seems natural that the vice versa is not the case. You know, don't you feel like he's working for rich people in the underworld? Underworld? Yeah, you know. Those guys who do dirty things for the rich, usually someplace dark and damned and smells like vomit. If such a place exists, I assume it's in desperate need of exterminators. Ooh, just like a movie. Jumin, you're so considerate. Did you just say considerate? I'm glad you recognize it. Well, I suppose it's good that you two understand each other. Assistant Kang, if you have time, and if this is true, why don't you send some exterminators for pest control? I do not have time, and as back alleys include a ridiculous number of streets, I'd rather send them to Lucille's place. Then do that. I know. Yes, he knows. But can't you send them to my place first before 7's? I saw a couple of cockroaches. Oh god. I thought that they were just pieces of chocolate on the floor, but it moved. Ah! I couldn't help but scream. I've already said that I don't have time to contact and send exterminators. Do they come right away if you call them? I don't see why they wouldn't. Shouldn't they provide immediate service? As far as I know, you have to make an appointment. They'll come if you pay more. Said like a true corporate heir. Anyways, I cannot contact the exterminator, so let's stop talking about this. This is only a waste of time. I thought we were in the middle of a serious conversation. Why is our conversation getting so off topic? So cool to see Jumin be the rich man he is. Jae-hee, it must be so hard for you to do this job. No, he's so cool. You mean solving your problems by simply paying more money? I witness this all the time at Mr. Han's side. This doesn't seem particularly cool at all. I only feel a huge gap between my situation and his. Jae-hee, cheer up. Cheer up for what? I wasn't saying much. was only saying that I get many thoughts watching your life. As a completely normal person whose only option is to save money.
Don't belittle yourself just because you are normal. Father always emphasized that saving and the right investment is a foundation for profit.
Oh.
In truth, saving exists for the bank, since they basically operate a loan business with everyone's small savings. A businessman must think about becoming a bank himself.
I guess businessmen really do think differently. I don't think you can just open banks like you do with shops. I guess businessmen think differently.
How nice of you to understand.
It must be nice for you two to understand each other so well.
What I mean is, theoretically, saving is important.
Since we're talking about it, why don't we invite the king of saving, Frank? So that we all understand the true meaning of saving money. I'm sure many won't realize that even if Frank comes, but it's a good cause. I think that's a good idea to tell them to contact me. Yeah, good idea. Contact me. Right? I think he'll tell us some useful things. Of course, useful except for one person. Oh, lunch is over. I have to go. It was fun talking to you. You sung bye. Yeah, it was fun talking to you. See you later. Talk to me later, okay? Goodbye.
Take care.
Laters. Mr. Han, we must also hurry for the meeting.
Right. See you at the conference room.
All right. Please excuse us, Mila. Jae-hee, talk to you later. Yep, good luck, Jumin.
This is nothing out of the ordinary, so I don't really need luck, but thanks.
We must hurry.
Have a good day. Bye.
Bye. And a new email. Let's see if we got anything new here. Oh, there's a new Yusung. Lunch. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see more videos from me, then don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.